And the next thing I know, my boxers are around my ankles, and this thing is the only thing in proximity close to me that I can grab to kind of cover up. What's going on, guys? Welcome back into Lights Out Gaming. For those of you that are new here, my name is Mike, and what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be doing a video that is more on the personal side of things. I said when I started my channel that I wanted to do half personal and half gaming videos. This is a personal one for you to get to know me a little bit better. I enjoy it when I watch some of the YouTubers I watch when they do these videos, so I figured I'd do one for you guys. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be telling you 5 things about myself that you probably did not know. Let's start with number 1. Michael Jordan ruined the game of basketball for me. Now, most people, when I say that, they're like, what? You're from Chicago. Michael Jordan's probably one of the best players to play the game. He is the best player to play the game, by the way. Why would he ruin the game of basketball for you? Well, the answer is pretty simple, to be honest, because I looked up to this guy. I idolized him. Like, literally everything I did. His name was Michael. My name was Michael. I would look at his signature. Even to this day, my Michael looks just like his signature because I literally, like, nothing but Jordan when I grew up, okay? When I was in 3rd grade, Miss Stone was my teacher, which was my first crush, by the way. That's a little bonus fact about me. But what she did is she allowed me to, when we found out that Michael Jordan was going to retire that day, there was rumors of the press conference and we kind of knew what was coming. Oh God, it had wrecked my day. I was not with it at all, and she knew it, and she was really cool, and thank you to this day to Mrs. Stone. She allowed me to go into the teacher's lounge to watch his retirement, the press conference, and she even let me stay in there for like half the day because she knew it was the end of the world for me when I was in 3rd grade. Let's just be honest. Now that I've grown up, I understand, you know, he still is the best, and I don't think there will ever be someone to be better than him. The way he played the game, the way he took over, like, there's just no one that's ever going to compare to that for me, and that's why he ruined the game of basketball for me. The second fact about me is that I don't watch the news. Last weekend, we went out with some friends. We went to go see American Sniper. For those of you that haven't seen the movie and are still wanting to go see it, fast forward like 30 seconds because I'm just going to add in a little spoiler here. So, at the end of the movie, it just shows that he was killed by another veteran, and it broke my heart. You know, that's terrible. That kind of happened. When we left the theater, I said to my buddy Ryan, I was like, man, that's terrible. He goes, yeah, it was a rough day watching that on the news. And I was like, oh, this was all over the news, huh? And he said, yeah. He's like, you didn't see it? It was like everywhere. And I'm like, no, man, I don't watch the news. Before you jump on me about that, the reason I don't watch the news is I don't like negativity because it can ruin my day. Like, if I start thinking about some of the things that are going on in the world that I hear about sometimes, like, there's some things that you just can't avoid. People talk about them, you hear about them, and you can't avoid it. But it can ruin your day. Just thinking about some of the ways that some of the things that there are going on in the world, I don't even want to get into it too much, but what I'm saying is, like, I don't like bringing too much negativity into my space, so I just don't watch the news. The third interesting fact that you probably don't know about me is why I've never done crack. My wife thought this was hilarious when I told her this story. Back when I was younger, I don't even remember my age, but it was before my parents, you know, had their businesses all together, and what had happened is we were staying with my grandparents at this time. We were staying in their lower level, they were in the upper level. They lived in Cicero. You know, there's an alley when you go there. So we came in from the alley, me and my mom. I remember we had gone grocery shopping, and we were coming back to the house, and we came in through the back door, and on the back stoop, there was a newspaper. And on the newspaper, I remember, it's a big black and white image, right, of a guy's head, okay? And there is a big crack, like a jagged crack up and down his head, right? And in big, bold, white letters, it says, "Crack kills." And then in the bottom right corner, it says American Drug Association or something like that. I don't remember what that part said, but all I remembered as a kid when it said, "Crack kills." And I'm never going to do crack. So that's the third fact about me. I thought you'd find that one kind of funny. Now, the last 2 facts about me come from the same exact vacation. I think it was like in 2010 where Tab and I, we wanted to get away. We just wanted to escape all the stress. We wanted to escape everything and just have a relaxing vacation where we didn't have to think about anything. We booked a trip. It was an all-inclusive trip to Mexico. Now, this resort was 18 and up, so it was, you know, no kids. I'm sorry for those of you that are under 18 out there right now watching the video. If you are, This resort was meant for adults to get away and just forget about the stresses of everyday life and just kind of live it up, because it was all inclusive. So all your food, drinks were included. It had like 5 restaurants in there and 3 pools and a nightclub and everything, right? When we went to go check in, they said, we're sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Tagliere, your room is not ready right now. I know it was supposed to be. So if it's okay with you, you're not going to have, on the 3rd floor like you were supposed to, which this resort was only 3 floors, but it was huge. It was like a big U. They're like, well, it would actually be on the 1st floor, but we're going to upgrade you to the suite where you would have, a hot tub right on your patio of your, it's more like a suite. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's not set up like a hotel. It's like a resort where you walk out on the patio, and we had our own hot tub on there and everything. And they're like, the only downfall to this one is that it's obviously on the main floor, which I actually liked, that it was right outside. There was a nightclub that was just, probably 20 feet away. So if there's something going on in the nightclub at night, I'm going to hear about it. But then again, it's vacation. I wouldn't expect anything less, that we were going to be up anyway. So I said, why the heck not? So the first night that we're there, we're jet lagged, we're tired and everything, but there was a party going on at the nightclub, and it was themed. Like, every party they had was themed, right? And this one happened to be a pajama party. Tab threw on like a tank top and like some shorts or something like that, and I had boxers on and a t-shirt. So we walked our 20 feet or whatever it was to the party, and we walk in, and there's a main stage there, and there's chairs and tables set up all around it, and then there's a big old bar. We walk in, and they hold this up. Now, I don't know if you can see the whole thing. Now, this is a sash. For those of you that don't know what a sash is, it's like one of those little things that go around a woman's waist to cover up their bottom of their bathing suit. I really don't get the point of them, but whatever. So they hold it up and they're like, hey, who wants this, Any of you want this? Like, husbands, do you want to come up and get it for your wife? And of course, Tabby says, hey, I want it. And she's like, get it for me. I'm like, okay, well, I want it for my wife. At that point, they're like, okay, yep, you, come on up the stage. So I walk up having no idea what's going on in this place. They go, whoa, what's your name? Mike? Where are you from, Mike? Chicago. And the next thing I know, my boxers are around my ankles, and this thing is the only thing in proximity close to me that I can grab to kind of cover up. I grab it, I cover up, and I'm laughing as I'm standing there. Like, I really was in shock. I couldn't believe what just happened. That I was like, whoa. Now, it's a good thing I'm a good sport. I didn't care too much. It was just kind of more a shock than anything. And like I said, it wasn't 18 and over resort. This was a resort where if, by the pools, if a woman wanted to lay topless, she could do that. And before any of you get any ideas, you sickos, it was not a swinger resort. It was just adult themed, where the parties were adult themed, and it was just everybody's there having a good time. I'm a good sport. I like to have fun. We had a great time on this vacation, and that's just one of the stories that came from it. The 5th fact about me is actually, like I said, from that same trip. It was about 2 nights later after the whole, incident, and we went back to this party. They were having another party and karaoke themed, and I'm like, okay, how bad can karaoke be, right? What could I possibly get pulled into in karaoke? We went there, and everybody's singing. It was a good time. There must have been, it was just like the other night. There was probably like 100+ people in this place. Like, the resort, like I said, it was huge. So we're there, and Tab's like, why don't we go and why don't we do it? And I was like, well, okay. So we grabbed the songbook, we look at it, and the 5th fact about me is that I like musicals. I don't know what it is, but I loved Grease. I loved Rock of Ages. I've seen a few plays that have been musicals. I like them. I love music. So the song, naturally, obviously, would be, we were Danny and Sandy from Grease singing Summer Nights. The fun fact about that is that we won the karaoke competition, and we won this big old huge cup thing from Cancun. We won some tickets to some shows. They gave us free vouchers for something else. They gave us a whole bunch of stuff for winning. I thought it was a neat fact about us that we sang Summer Nights from Grease, and we won a competition. I thought you guys would like this video today. It was something different. I hope you got to learn something about me. Hopefully it made you laugh, made you smile, something. All right? If you liked the video, please click on the like button, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. It really helps me out. If there's anything that you would like to know about me or any fun facts like this to know, leave it in the comment section below. I loved interacting with you guys. Thank you to the new subscribers that have subscribed to the channel. I do appreciate it. When you do subscribe, what happens is you get a notification basically when my videos go up. It really helps me out. I appreciate it. Thank you. And until next time, guys, lights out.